Welcome to AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 7 clash at DXC Arena on Larrakia Country, where Pints are taking on Palmerston. My name is Chris Bucks and I'm joined by my commentator partner, Lockie Humphreys. How excited are you for this battle?
Yeah, it should be a good one, Barksy. Palmerston were competitive last week against Tiwi, and Pint are obviously the in-form side of the competition. So we get underway here at DXC. It's been a rainy old day in Darwin, but it's cleared up for this one as the ball's going to go into a rugby-like scrum in the middle and be thrown up early one in this one. Barksy, what's your prediction today?
I think Pints will get the job done and Palmerston will challenge them until about half-time, I feel.
Ball thrown up back in the middle of the ground, looking to get it down. There was McDonald. His kick was smothered going forward, so an opportunity here. Good tackle coming out the back from Donegan, back into the side this week for the Magpies. And the tackle laid by Morgan Morris, but eventually the Green Ants get moving forward. Davey will apply the pressure here on Barry. Little contest comes out on the wing, but he did well, Jaden Davey. Was able to get the handball over the top, and Palmerston can load up for the first time today. They go inside 50. Drop the mark there from McDonald. Wasn't able to bring it down. Short. Dispossessed, and the Magpies will be happy with this one. They can get the first cracker of the day. Go across goal. Dangerous little kick. Would have liked to see that one go inside 50, but he'll end up winning a free kick either way here, Nathan Dowsett, and he's a big factor today. Barksy, who are some key players that you're looking at today?
I'm looking for James Rowe for Pints, obviously class player. Waylon Davey and Jaden also Davey for Palmerston to light up and kick a few goals. Also, their captain, Shawnee Wilson, enjoy watching him play.
Nathan Dowsett was impressive last week for the Magpies against the Bombers. Was able to get on the end of a few. He'd love to kick a big one early here. Kicks on the way, and that is a perfect start for the Magpies. Nathan Dowsett goes bang, and they get first blood here at DXC Arena. It's no more round campaign as well, so we lined up with Rob Cross and the boys linked arms before the game. And a great start to Palmerston. Yeah, terrific initiative. That one happening underway this week at the NTFL. And Nathan Dowsett will be happy to kick his first of the day. And it's a perfect start for Mark Tyrrell's men after what's been a tough start to season 25-26. Ball's back into the middle of the ground.
Also, Noah Spitter from Wodonga Raiders, first game, been a class player, kicked 30 goals for Wodonga Raiders this season in Ovens and Murray. Obviously, mates with Adam Jorgensen, teammates.
Yeah, look for him, number 46 for Piner. Talented, another player up here in the NTFL as they get the ball moving forward here. Naif Hamad is one of them players, and his kick won't go far. Adam Jorgensen marks it on the chest. So that one's a tough one. Ryan Wharf just overran it. Jaden Davey will go back and get it. The handball will come up. Hamad can't quite. Eventually Wharf works out and they go back by handball. So all the play with the Magpies, but they're handballing himself into pressure as the tackle comes, and Pine will look to get their first chance going forward. Numbers with the Magpies, but the kick will be spoiled. Going back there, good start from Kyan Alice. He'll be happy to see that one over, and he'll throw in inside Pine's forward 50.
Palmerston really good there, just trying to keep control of the ball. Maybe a couple of handballs too many. Get it on the boot and move it forward.
Naif Ahmad laid into the side, and he's a very, very handy player. He's been racking them up in the Victorian leagues down south. So Magpies will be happy to have him back in the black and white as we see him on screen. Feed the handball over to Donegan, back in the side as well. Hamad talked him up, and the kick let him down out on the full. So Pine will get the ball back. That usually happens. Barks to the old commentator's curse.
Yes, commentator's curse. Ryan Wharf also looking forward to him playing. Been in a bit of form.
So Pint had the bye last week. The week before that, they beat St Mary's, one of their biggest scalps in a while, as this kick goes long to the top of the goal square, but it's a good intercept mark. Looks like Nathan Dowsett down there again. He's had a good start to this game. Hamad racking them up early. We'll be able to find Jared Sider. Palmerston searching for their first win since round 3 last year. They've started the right way. That kicks a good one down the line of Morgan Morris. And he can send it even further. Targets there, will fall out the back, but another strong mark, and they're building something nice here. Wilson Fletcher can just go long, and they get the ball rolling, and they've got a man out the back, and they find him. Great passage of play, and Harry Bremer will be able to mark on his chest, and he can go back for goal number 2.
Just really good composure there by Palmerston. Just waited for the leads and waited to create space, and then they got the one out the back. Playing some good footy at the moment, Palmerston.
They are. So Harry Bremer can go back, and what a start this would be for the Magpies. Shouldn't be a difficult kick. It's not, and he loves it. What a sally, what a start for the Magpies. They get the first 2, 5 minutes gone here at DXC Arena.
That's a great start for the Magpies. Coach Tyrrell will be really happy with that. Just they've been winning the contested ball and sharing it around the stoppage. Just pints, it's always hard, I feel, coming off a bye. Train for 2 weeks and a bit flat, takes a bit to get going. So it's all credit to Palmerston at the moment. Great start.
Yeah, fantastic to be really happy to get on the board early. Naif Ahmad getting involved quickly, and Harry Bremer getting the goal from a really good passage of play down this grandstand wing here at DXC. Don't get a lot of footy here at DXC, Barksy, but it's good to see Pine on their home deck.
Yeah, it's one of the best grounds up here, I feel, the surfaces. It's always looked after by Cricket Australia.
Yeah, that's always handy, isn't it? Keeping the deck in good nick, and might be a bit choppy today due to the rain that we've seen up here in Darwin, but the skills have been on show early, especially from the Magpies as Pint tried to work their way down. Tackle came from the back. It was good from Donegan. Pine looked to reload. Bouncing ball came off hands. They're able to work the ball forward, and a clever little kick. Spoil came out the back from Frith and will eventually be thrown back in again.
Just Pints trying to keep possession, looking for the forward lead.
Ball back into play.
Palmerston and putting great pressure on, one-on-one all around the ground, making it hard for Pints.
Ball back in. Jorgensen doing the ruck hit out in there. May have been Boyer, in fact, as the Magpies can get the ball rolling. Clear and kick, but all Pint numbers running back there. The pressure will look to come from Joel Munich. Wasn't able to put enough on, and they're able to work it wide. The Green Ants can go over the top now. That's a dangerous looking kick. Asked a lot of his man in Boyer, but he did well and can get up and go. Can go long, he does. Can someone pluck a mark? Spoil came from behind. Numbers with the Magpies, but it will be Connor McDonald will be looking to run onto it, but behind is all he can manage, and margin back to 11 points.
Yeah, Pints have got plenty of numbers behind the ball at the moment. So have Palmerston. So playing a bit of kick-to-kick footy.
They'll kick out here. It comes from Harry Bremer. He finds the chest of Sam Donegan, who was one of their really impressive players a few weeks ago against Nycliffe, and he's back into the side today. They'll be happy with that. They'll be happy with the ball in Davies' hands as well as they work it along that far wing. Kick came up from Bremer. He was tackled as he kicked, so the ball goes out in the fall, and the Green Ants will look to reload.
Just really need a forward entry here, marking their forward 50 Pints.
So the kick goes inside, and it'll find James Boyer. Got his hands on it early as they look to find a target. Spoil came from the back insider. Came off hands. Top of the goal square. Shot on goal. Looks like it may get there. Was it touched? It was. Goal-saving touch on the goal line, and just restricts them as the bounce comes here from Wilson Fletcher. Dangerous kick down the line. May have been front on contact there from Spencer Fox. Was able to work his way under it. Douse it. Handball over the top. Plenty of numbers. Hamad again. Kick, second time he's done that, and it's out on the full. So Pint peppering the inside 50s, Barksy, but not able to get a goal on the board just yet.
Yeah, just got to lift their skill and take some composure, I feel. They're trying to work it off their half back. Just not getting the half-forward mark.
Boyer switches the play. Will it work for the PINT boys on this occasion? It does, and they get their first mark inside 50, and their first real opportunity of the day here will come from that man, Barksy, Noah Spiteri.
Yes, it'll be his first shot at goal in the NTFL here. Local Wodonga Albury boy from the Ovens of Murray.
So Noah Spiteri. Barksy's put it on him. He must be a talented player. He goes back and he misses that one, and third behind from the Green Ants. It's their best opportunity of the day, but not able to capitalise. And Palmerston, looking to just clear it out of their back half. It's spent the last 5 minutes down there. Green Ants have sealed off well. Kick back into play. Coming at it hard was Maloney. He got the handball up. Nothing doing. Coming at the footy was impressive from Boyer. Kick goes long to the Spiteri direction again. Bouncing off hands. Can he get a boot to it? He can't. Waitman it was. He's pleading with the umpire to give him a goal, but it's not. It's just a behind. And the ball will get called back, but 4 straight behinds for the Green Ants, and Palmerston still lead by the 8 points as that kick's dangerous and sloppy and poor, and it'll be picked off by Harry McKimmie, who can go back and make him pay. Barksy. Yeah, Harry's a very good player, versatile, been at Pints for 3 or 4 years now. Also from Wodonga Raiders in Ovens of Murray. He's known for his goal kicking as well. Kicked 2 goals 2 weeks ago against St Mary's, and he'll be hoping to kick straight on this occasion, and at least 5 straight behinds for PINT, and they should really be in front, Barksy, but Palmerston still lead. Yeah, it's always frustrating as a coach when you're not hitting the scoreboard. They've had more inside 50s. Really got to get them goals. Kick back in. We'll be hoping to better his last effort. He decides just to go long, douse it, and nothing doing. Could have gone up and marked it. Went with the fist instead and allowed PINT to pump it back into there. Forward 50. Davey was brave. Got the handball out. Over the top now to Wharf. Links up with Davey. Now Morgan Morris. Good play here from the Magpies. They go up the direction of the other Davey. This time Whalen. I'm going to have to just slow it down. Runs around the man on the mark and kicks a real clanger going forward. Wolf was good. Tackle came. Pressure's there. PINT get it back. And they go through the middle of the ground. They've got a lot of numbers here, Barksy. They can run forward here in numbers and spread. There's no Magpies jumpers within 25 metres, so they're going to continue to just bounce and run down that far side. They can go for home here. It would be a fantastic start to the day if they could, but another behind finds a PINT scoreboard, and chances are going begging early for the Green Ants. Disappointed PINTs in that. They had no one in the corridor. 3 of them were running it in, and they blazed away and kicked a point. So Heenan back into the side, took the kick in. The chest of Donegan will be found. Palmerston still somehow in front by a goal. 6 behinds have gone the way of the Green Ants. His kick goes back to Ford, who has Heenan all the way back, but he'll want to push the ball forward. Had to go with a dinky little kick on the right. Don't know if that was 15, but it'll be paid. Nothing doing here for the Magpies. A 50 metre will help that though, Barksy. Yeah, it will help that, and I don't know what that was for. Might have been a bit of discipline, but it creates inside 50 for Palmerston. Hopefully they can capitalise. Yeah, Donegan's the man. Got his hands on it early. And you go just within range. It'll be right on his measure, but looks like he's going to back himself. And what a start with this would be for the Magpies if he was able to put this through. So Sam Donegan from long range winds up, goes long and deep, but the kick was always off target, and it'll be thrown in deep in the Magpies forward 50. 15 minutes gone in this one, Barksy. Yeah, good opportunity. Credit to Palmerston. They've had pressure across the ground, kept the pressure on PINTs, making them kick points.
Just got to keep that pressure for 4 quarters, Palmerston.
They do. They were able to apply the pressure to Tiwi last week and nearly got a big, big scalp. It was that pressure game for 4 quarters that kept them in it, and they've brought it here. Inaccurate kicking from the Green Ants has helped, but they'd love a third one as Wilson buries in and under, not able to come up with it. A few players diving over the footy, umpires letting it all go, and he'll find a ball up here right on the goal line of the Magpies. Is someone able to produce something? Watch Davey get on the run here. He can get dangerous, but the Green Ants will work it out. Hamad's able to snap and grab on it, his first of the day, and the Magpies go bang, bang, bang here at DXC.
Yeah, they'll get their confidence up. Hamad's been really good. First time I've watched him play. I think he's playing across half-back or through the midfield. But yeah, great goal, and I was watching Whalen Davey around there. I thought he might have been the one to snag it, but Pints kept a close eye on him. But great start to Palmerston.
Yeah, they were, and you mentioned Naif Hamad. I said before he appeared on the team sheet really late. Didn't have him in the notebook, but he's one of the better footy players rolling around in Victoria. Regularly picks up 50, 60 disposals, and he's a handy in for Palmerston. Only played the 4 games for him last year, and he'll be happy to be back in black and white as he kicks his first of the day. So the Magpies out to a 12-point lead here at DXC. They get the quick jump and they'll look to go again out the middle of the ground. He's got other ideas there in Boyer. Pumps them forward. Spoil came from the back. Davey in there and he ended up getting the free kick. So Jaden Davey able to go wide to Wilson. Gives it a Frith. He can go over the top again to Wilson. Got men on. Good little run and carry passage here. Kick lets him down and a turnover at a costly period for the Magpies. Short, dangerous kick. Tough ball to win, and the umpire's going to find a free kick. It'll go the way of the Magpies. So Frith can go out wide. And he'll find Harry Bremer. Kick the second Magpies goal of the day, and he's had a fair few touches early here. Wilson Fletcher on cue. Just misses the kick, and it'll be thrown back into play. 17 minutes gone in this one, Buxy. Yeah,
just frustrating their Pints. There's 2 options across half forward. They turned the ball over. Got to really hit that target. Palmerston into their forward 50.
So in the previous NPL game over at TIO Stadium, it was the Tiwi Bombers able to get a really easy win over the Wanderers. It was about a 10-goal margin at the end there, and they always looked home, the Bombers, as they go into the bye. A happy team. This kick goes forward. Green Ants drop the mark. Pressure on from Waylon Davey out the back. Dowser was tackled before he kicked. Still going in there, and the Pint boys would be able to work it out by hands. Went over the top from Ma. He feeds a handball. Bremer applied the pressure, and it was enough to just worry Griffin, who was still able to get the kick down the line to Barry, but it was out on the full. Was it, Barksy?
No, it's too high, I think. So the umpires brought it back to the Pints player, which is probably going to help Palmerston. Pints had plenty of numbers forward to the ball.
Yeah, you're right. Was able to slow them down. So Pint still searching for their first goal of the day. Kick goes inside 50 here, and they can raffle off that one as the mark comes from Benjamin Smith. Can go in short, bounced off the chest. Still going hard at the footy. Looked to be Sam Bates. Handball came up, and the Magpies will work it out again. Hamad on screen, goes forward. That's a good kick. Great hit from Naif Hamad to douse it. Can go quickly. Got Davey running back towards goal. Can he get there with the leg? Will sit in, bounce in front of him. Can run back onto it. Davey in the pocket, but it'll trickle out of bounds.
Palmerston are pushing 2 or 3 players behind the ball and working at forward. I think it's working for him and trying to find that one out the back. Pints are a bit lost, I think. Got to set up a bit better behind the ball.
So in a dangerous position, if you're a Pint defender, what a start it would be if the Magpies could get 4 unanswered going into the quarter-time break. Ball back into play. Kick came the way of the Green Ants, and they can settle it down out wide. Heenan in the one-on-one was able to get the spoil from behind, put the pressure on there. It was Barry who had to go back and get it. Has Wharf to deal with, and Heenan did well. Barry was able to work it out. Went over the top towards Stevens. He was impressive. Good young player. Gets the ball moving forward here. Waitman can go inside. Bates gets the kick forward to the one-on-one, but once again, this Palmerston defence standing up when they need to. Fox will clear it out to Patrick Heenan, and they get away with another one as we approach time on in this first quarter.
You're watching the AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV.
So Frith go out wide to Hamad, racking them up early. He's able to get the handball over the top. Frees his man who kicks down the line, and they've worked this switch well. They go to Joel Munich, the NT News Rising Star player of last week. Hamad goes in short. Racking them up. He's going to get another one here.
Very class play.
That'll be a 13 or 14 in this first quarter. Goes to Dowser to kick the first of the day. Came off hands. Pressure's going to come from Waylon Davey. Great tackle. How will the umpires see this one? He'll let it go, and it'll be a rush behind. Margin extends to 13 points here for the Magpies.
Just great switch and movement by Palmerston there. Just hitting their targets. And they give away 50 for some reason.
Yeah, the Magpies will get the 50-metre free kick. They've got James Rowe out if they can find the long kick to him. They've got Maher in short. Unlocks him. Now they can go to Rowe. He was always out the back. Kind of snuck off the interchange gates and was able to be all alone inside 50. You can't let him do that.
I feel Rowe and Jorgensen have got to get their hands on the ball. A few of the midfielders from Pints.
James Rowe.
Former Adelaide player.
Yeah, he's been a really, really handy inclusion in this Pint side. He's helped them fly to second on the ladder as we speak. And right now, they need a goal from him. James Rowe, in he comes, wheeling it back, but he misses again. So 7 behinds to Pint. Not the ideal start at all, Bucksy.
No, it could cost them. But they've had plenty of forward entries, just not snagging them.
Back in a play, Morgan Morris can sit under it. Came off hands, kick went forward. Proud, got it in there. And once again, Palmerston cutting it off. Harper Fox on this occasion is able to roll out with the left, but it's a dangerous kick. Put him under pressure. Smith was able to turn it back over. He's got Rowe on short, still there, and then overcooked him. Can you believe that? As they are able to win it at ground level. Handball went out. Wilson's there. Magpies have numbers on short, trying to run it out as Sider. They do well as the siren beats all comers. You can barely hear it, but it's there. It's a great start for the Palmerston Magpies. They lead 3-1-19. Pint, the 7 behinds, unable to kick straight as it's a 12-point Magpies lead here at DXC Arena. Quarter time. We'll be back shortly with second quarter action.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
This weekend is no more round. Across the NTFL Premier League competition, players, coaches and umpires will wear orange armbands. It's our way of standing together against family and domestic violence.
We make everyone in our team feel welcome and safe. We call out disrespectful behaviour even when it's tough.
We will stand up so others feel safe to do the same.
We encourage others to treat everyone with respect.
The No More Round shows the strength of our football community.
We include everyone and treat all people equally. We check in on our teammates, listen if someone needs to talk, and help them find support.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This on my city, yeah, this on my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to the AFL-NT's coverage of the NTFL's Men's Premier League Round 7 clash at DXC Arena on Larrakia Country, where Pints are taken on Palmerston. My name is Chris Bucks and I'm joined by my commentator, Lockie Humphreys. The score is Pints 0-7-7 to Palmerston 3-1-19. What's your take, Lockie?
Yeah, an interesting first quarter, Barksy. Whenever a team kicks 0 goals and 7 behinds, the scoreboard always reflects something a little bit different than what it actually played out. It was in Pints forward half for a majority of that first quarter, but Palmerston were able to capitalise early. The 3 goals coming from Harry Bremer, Naif Hamad back on the side, and Nathan Dowsett. And Coach Mark Tyrrell will be over the moon with a 12-point lead at the quarter-time break. Let's see if they can hold on in this second quarter. We're back underway here at DXC, out of the middle. Archie Stevens got the handball over the top. Rowe could have been taken high, got it back to Stevens. Now they work the ball forward. Can they get the ball rolling here? As it was a good spoil that came from the back. Still looking to get back on the balls. It works out of bounds and it'll be a throw-in deep in the forward 50 pocket.
Just got to keep the pressure on Palmerston. A great start for PINT, so Stevens, Rowe, their main ball getters starting to get their hands on the ball.
It's back into play. Nobody can pick it up cleanly. That kick was almost goal kept as the ball's going to trickle towards the boundary. The umpire will see this one as a deliberate out of bounds, so the Green Ants can reload and re-attack.
Just need to find a target inside 50 here, PINTs.
Dangerous kick in the middle of the ground. Plenty of Magpies around it, but they work it out by hand, the Green Ants. Costly fumble as Wilson gives it to Hamad again. Brought his own footy in that first quarter as the spoil comes there from McKimmie, and it'll go out of bounds right in front of PINT's interchange gates.
Hard yakka there for Whalen. Whalen was on about one Palmerston player to 3 then. So it probably worked in Palmerston's favour going out of bounds.
Yeah, not the first time Whalen Davies had to deal with a few opponents, but on one of the rare occasions, he's doing it while the Magpies are in front. And he'll be happy to see that score on the scoreboard as we see Stevens roll the ball forward. Handball from the other Davey was dangerous. The numbers with the Green Ants as this is a little chiselling kick from James Rowe, and it'll work as
unlucky.
A high contact free kick will go the way of PINT, and a 50-metre free kick. Geez, that was harsh, Barksy, but it'll go the way of Waitman.
Yes, Tyrrell won't be happy with that. They got the free and then you give away the 50. The way PINTs are kicking, you don't want them kicking in front of goal that close.
No, exactly right. They much would have rathered it from back there, but they get their first of the day, the Green Ants. 1-7-13 place, 3-1-19. Kyle Waitman, in his NTFL debut, is able to get his first territory goal up here. Played VFL for Coburg this year, was impressive with the 12 games and the 24 goals, is also featured in Essendon's VFL side. So he's a handy newcomer to this PINT team that just seemingly looks to get better every week, Barksy.
Yeah, they're doing something right. The players are rolling in. I heard that another 3 players are moved up for the rest of the season. So it's a club that people want to play at. So hopefully they can build on that. And as we know, the season's all different after Christmas. It's like another season. Everyone steps it up a notch. So they just got to keep with them.
Exactly right. They've started hot. They were only able to win the 5 games last year, and if they were to get it done today, they'd be able to best that tally already, which would be a massive improvement for the Green Ants. But it'll be the Magpies that'll look to get it going forward to start the second quarter. Ball was on the deck. Kick came out, going the way of McKimmie. It'll trickle out in front of a few players. The question will be asked, and it will be received as a deliberate out of bounds. Surprising, Barksy, but Wilson will be the beneficiary.
Palmerston have got it on the half-back. Oh, another turnover.
Costly turnover at that, just at the wrong time for the Magpies. I'd love to just be able to lock it in and bring some forward pressure, but PINT have got other ideas as they try to switch the play. Pressure on, Bremer had to sit under it. The soccer came going forward. Here's a chance here for James Rowe. He's talented. He's able to get around a few. Had a lot of time and space, almost too much time, but he was good enough to find a target deep, and the mark came. They'll be able to have a chance for 2 in a row.
Just real selfless footy then, PINTs. Just, James Rowe could have easily blazed away and just bombed it, but he just held composure and hit a target.
Spiteri can roll around and nails it. Ties it up. Noah Spiteri for the Green Ants. It's his first.
Been very lively up forward, Spiteri.
He has his first goal, as you can see. The boys getting around him. So both debutants able to get on the board early for the Green Ants. He missed a few opportunities in that first quarter, Spiteri, but made the most of that one, Barksy, and it's a tied game. Approaching 5 minutes gone in this second quarter.
Yeah, Pints will start to win the ball and using it, getting it forward. Palmerston have just got to get back to their game, start winning the contested ball. Big centre bounce.
It is.
Palmerston.
2-7, plays 3-1. Doing the ruck work is Harper Fox for the Magpies. See, big Benny Daru not in the side this week. Was able to get on the end of a few for the Magpies. They'll be missing him, but hoping some more can stand up in his absence as Archie Stevens is able to cleverly work it over the top. They can go forward through Griffin. Picking off the toes was Davey. Floating along the half-back flank, and he can intercept and send it back. We'll be hoping somebody comes at him. Chance now here for Fletcher, but the spoil came and the pressure's on as it'll be thrown back in centre wing.
Jaden Davies been real good across that half-back for Palmerston. I feel Palmerston are just missing a tool down the line when they're coming out of the back line.
Yeah, you're right, Barksy. They'd love just a big target to break the pack as they're going to decide to go by hand here. Wilson just lost his footing and the turnover was not what they needed as Archie Stevens can get him moving forward here. Gives it over to Boyer. Can send it inside 50, kick to the contest. Out in front of Frith, who had to trail the likes of Waitman, and the boundary line will find both. Throw in on the far side.
Archie Stevens and Bro have definitely got their hands on the ball through the midfield there. Lifted points this quarter.
Good to see a heavy crowd here at DXC. Obviously, a lot of seating area here, but a lot on their feet, and they're being treated to a good game so far. 7 minutes gone in this second quarter. Tied game. Ball's back into play. Fans, Boyer, Stevens got the hit out down. Going forward now. Can we see a bit of brilliance in the pocket from Spiteri, who was able to turn his man and roll around on the right and bang through. 2 in a row. Spiteri, Pint. Hit the lead with a behind. He was off and running, and it is a point. I can't believe that one either, Barksy.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. The cameraman was in my way.
He was off and going to the races. The celebration told me something different.
Oh.
Ryan Wolf has run too far and given away the free kick. He can't believe it either. So a fair bit going on as they can go back inside 50 here. The Green Ants looking for a fly from the back. 2 players fall down with it. Spiteri again. He'll be hoping to better his last effort. He can. Handballed it off. Little fend off came there from Bates. Handball over the top. Going for goal. Did the goalkeeper get a hand to that one? He didn't. And McConnell, he gets a goal on this occasion.
Really good Pints then. Just used the ball and created that goal. Unlucky for Palmerston, had 2 options. Shawnee Wilson a fumble through the half forward here and just that turnover. Wharf, unlucky, I thought, just ran too far. I just think he's one of them players that looks like he's always got time.
Yeah, he is, but it almost had too much of it, didn't he, Barksy? And gave over the turnover at a bad time. It was able to get back in the Pine hands and looked to be Luke McConnell, who kicked his first Premier League goal of the year. Ex-Waratah player. Green will be happy to have him kicking goals and putting them 7 points in front here at DXC, and Mark Tyrrell will be pleading with his men to quickly reply and not let another Pint goal go through. They can't let that fast start go to waste as the kick comes out of the middle. Handball will be swept out wide. Connolly. Nice kick on the right, but just too far out in front. It was actually out on the full, so Fox will be able to get the ball back.
Palmerston lost their run a little bit, I feel. They need to start pushing hard defensively. What's happened now? Player, I think he's got to have 1 foot on the boundary line if you stand in the mark.
So Fox can go again. Pleading for a target down the line. Nothing coming. Too easy. They're able to rove out. Was Barry. Sent it back to where it came from. Looking for somebody to come off hands, but the umpire's found another free kick, and it's another Green Ants one as it'll come up It's Kyle Waitman who was able to kick there first, and if he can find someone here short, he does in the end. The snap will come around the body on goal, but it'll be picked off. Might have gone through for a behind, so the extended margin for the Green Ants to 8 points.
Just got to really find some run and carry through the corridor here to get it out of their back line, Palmerston.
Ahmad is up the line to Alice. He's got the runner on again in Ahmad. Loves a 1-2. Done that a few times today, and they can switch the play out wide. Spencer Fox in the hands of his teammate in Donegan. Back up now to Frith. Sweep out wide to Patrick Heenan, and a good little build-up here from the Magpies. This little chip kick along this far side of Ford. It's this next kick here, Barksy, that they've really struggled with. They go back to Heenan.
Just got to keep possession. They're trying to create something. Points have rolled numbers back.
Yeah, you just don't see a lot of movement forward for this next kick, so he's just got to kick and hope, and there's been the occasion a lot of times today. Pint will just rove it off hands and can sweep, and they can beat them on the break here if they want to go quickly. They don't, they go slow, so the front on pressure was able to come from Klein, but they worked it out well. Good intercept there from Ford.
Great work from Klein for Palmerston, put the pressure on.
Donegan goes short, and another bad turnover to Barry. Got men out here. Watch Spiteri coming to the footy. Barry went back and got the 1-2 as he can unload for home, but it's offline again, and I think he's their 10th behind of the afternoon, the Green Ants.
Disappointing. Pints had a couple of plays on the fat side then. Spare.
Getting away with a few here is Hamad. Links and goes. He'll try to get another 1-2 off Wharf. Decides to go in short to Morgan Morris. Good kick there if it can just find the hands of his teammate. A Dinnan incline went over the top of him, and once again Pint. When they get the turnover, they spread and they go quickly, but the pressure was good, and an opportunity here. Was that taken high? It was. So the Magpies can go inside 50 here if they would like.
Just got to be careful, Palmerston going inboard. Pint's always got numbers in the corridor.
Ford sends it in that direction, but no one flew. At ground level, there's a chance. Waylon Davies always dangerous at ground level. Waylon Davies goes to the pocket. Could he kick another brilliant goal there? No, he couldn't. Won't even register a score across the face, and Pint will clear it out. Opportunity goes begging for the Magpies. They'll go up the wing here. McConnell in there. So was Boyer. Good kick. Contested mark coming at the footy hard. Could be in range. Here Barks, it's Rowe, decides to go in short, and that's a clever kick.
Got the captain Schultz. Been a good stalwart for Pints over the years. Playing on the wing now.
Yeah, not a bad man to have it in the hands of. Thomas Schott. Only had the 7 disposals last week. Was still able to manage a goal. Right, played the 15 games last year for the Green Ants. Was in the best 8 times. Bit of sample experience. He'd love to put this one through for the Green Ants, and put this one through he does. So Pint get their 4th goal in a row and extend out to 15 points.
Yeah, they had the run on then, Palmerston, and had 2 opportunities in their forward 50, just didn't capitalise. As I was saying, I feel they're missing a tall target down there, or someone who can take a mark. Waylon Davies has been under the pump with 2 or 3 players on him. But credit to them, the pressure's there, they've just got to lift and control the ball, I feel. Just their skills let them down across half forward a little bit. But credit to Pints, they're working hard, got themselves easy back in the game. Playing some good footy.
Yeah, they have. Mark Wiley will be happy with this response, despite the wayward kicking. Found a way to get to a 15-point lead here, approaching 15 minutes gone in this second quarter as we see Wilson overrun the ball. Archie Stevens, he'll be classy no matter what sort of pressure comes towards him. He's able to just put it out in front of Rowe, who can get around a few, and another opportunity here with a nice little kicking board, and we'll find Jed Griffin.
This Rowe's been dangerous up forward, hard to stop, very creative, and hit a target every time he's got the ball.
Yeah, he has, Barksy. Every time he's got it, he's twisted and turned and then gone short, and the Magpies have been flooding back to go for the deep kick. They haven't done that, and now Jed Griffin's got a chance in his first NTFL season to bang through another one, and looks like he loves it off the boot. Pint running away now.
Yeah, they're finding plenty of space through the corridor and even up forward. I think they're leading and creating that space, which is giving them opportunity. And just having Rowe down there, as I just said, is making opportunity out of everything that comes near him. Good experience for the player playing on him. If I was Tyrrell, I would be trying to tighten up there. Palmerston midfielders got to get on top here.
Yeah, you're right, Barksy. 5 unanswered goals, 5 in this quarter, should I say, going the way of the Green Ants. Palmerston yet to register a score in quarter number 2 here at DXC Arena. You're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 NTFL TIO season here live on Larrakia Country NT News and Community Footy. Watching the Green Ants and the Magpies go head-to-head as we see a big collision in the middle of the ground. A few boys really slow to get up. Meanwhile, the play on the other side of the ground will go out wide of Barry. Man, still down in the middle of the ground for Pint. This kick goes up towards Smith. Not able to pick it up cleanly. Heenan was able to put the pressure on him. Smith went back to get it. Put it inside 50 now. Players will come with the footy, and it will find the chest here of Luke McConnell. Can go back.
Luke McConnell's been dangerous up forward as well. Showing a bit of promise. Yeah, the poor Pints fella. There was just 4 players, I think, just went for the ball and they missed it and they clashed with each other. There was nothing malice in it.
Yeah, it looked like a clash of heads, and there's a blood rule. Looks like number 19, James Boyer, is going to be taken from the field. He was down for the longest, and he comes to the boundary with a bit of blood, so we're hoping to get that fixed up. It's Doug Proud, number 39 for the Green Ants, but it'll be Luke McConnell looking to put through his second of the quarter, and his second for the Green Ants. Doesn't love it off the boot, and behind it'll be.
Still kicking the points though, aren't they, Pints? They could have put them away very easily.
That's right. Despite Tyrrell's men being in front of quarter time, could have been a much different story, and in this second quarter they've made the most of those opportunities. They're punishing Palmerston every time they try to bring it out of their back 50, as they have on this occasion. And again, Noah Spiteri finds himself all alone in the forward 50, and he'll go back. An opportunity for goal number 6 for Pint.
He played last season, kicked 30. The season before, I think he had, I'm not sure whether I heard he was travelling and had a long-term injury. So good effort to get back to playing footy.
Spiteri from the tough angle, trying to work it back, but another behind.
Just really got to create space and hold possession here, Palmerston.
Yeah, they can't afford another one to go through in red time here. Davey just goes long again. Don't know if that's the option. It hasn't worked so far this quarter. So many Pint numbers at ground levels that are pushing the back. Umpire said no, it'll be thrown in.
Feel they got to find that short target out of their back line, then run and carry and kick over that line. Pints players are just setting up the wall. Really good for that long kick.
Ball back into play. Stevens has worked his way well back into the game. Off hands at ground level. Working across was McConnell. Looking to bend it back, but was never a chance, and it will be marked on the last line by Fletcher. Got it up to Alice. Now the running carry will come from Donegan. I'll look to go fast along this far side. the Magpies. Two will be trying to get them to go fast, because when they've got this stagnant play, Barksy, it's just looked really slow and stoppy and proppy. That kick just going to sit for Dowsett. Was able to get the handball over the top, but there's going to be pressure on Ryan Wharf. Can they just get it surging forward? Ball at ground level, another turnover and another point kick, and they've got all the numbers when they get the turnover like this. They can go inside 50 now, men out the back, all on his own. How did he get all that space, Barksy?
I think you're right. When Palmerston points slow them down, Palmerston struggle to find that target. They're better off going quick and backing themselves to hit that target or that inside 50. But I think 3 or 4 times they've missed that target when they come inboard in that 45 across half forward there. It's really hurt them.
They have. It's killed them on the rebound, and now we see Kyle Waitman looking for his second goal of the day on his Territory footy debut. And he comes, and is he put this one through? No, they've all got the yips, Barksy.
Yes, the yips. I don't think there's much of a breeze around either. Not sure.
No, there's not.
Pretty warm up here.
Good as you can get up here for goal kicking. But it's becoming contagious, these Pint boys. You're right, you said before they could have absolutely put him away, but maybe a bit of mercy in this second quarter. The Magpies will take all the help they can get, as a spoil from McKimmie will send it out of bounds and another throw-in.
Definitely got to find something. Palmerston, they don't want to let the lead get too far away from him. Just got to dig in for the red time. As the ball goes out of bounds here up in Darwin, the clock still runs. They don't stop the clock when it's out of bounds.
Yeah, you're right. It is time on, but different variation of the time on rule. Only free kicks. And when the umpire signals, like on this occasion, a free kick, no surprises the way it's going.
Interesting. I always find it hard. Ruckman, they're always tangling with each other.
Exactly
to pull
right.
a free when Ruckman are rucking, especially from boundary throw-ins.
So Connor McDonald.
Been good for Pints, Connor.
He has played the 2 games this year. He's featured in the best twice, as that's a long kick. Off hands, looking to get around a few. Rowe was absolutely decapitated, but how will the umpire see it? And he'll play a free kick in there and a bit of remonstration, but somehow Palmerston have won the free kick, Barksy. I can't quite work that one out.
There.
Anyway, the Magpies taking everything they can. Dowsett, the first of the day, goes up wide to Frith. Might be Munich, sorry. Nothing going on down the line, so has to go all the way back to Alice. I'll switch to the other side now. Jaden Davey, trust him to be pretty with the ball. He is to Hamad, and he's got Dave on his outside, so he can draw him if he would like. He'll decide to go long, really, to nobody else. A bit of Morgan Morris. Going back there is Schwarzenberg, but the pressure was on, and the ball will be thrown in.
Interesting, that one. They had one in short there, but he went long and boundary throw. And this is where Palmerston are struggling to hit that next connection, that kick across half forward. Hopefully they can create something here. Pints have got one behind Jorgensen, one spare.
All back in. Handball came off. Wilson somehow got rid of it. Stevens applied the pressure. The turnover came. Boyer goes down long. Coming off hands, handball came up from Griffin. Now he goes over to McConnell, who can get the ball going forward. Just bounced off the chest there of Bates, who was collected in a good bump from Davey, and he put the pressure on. Showing a bit, Jaden Davey's been one of few in this second quarter that has.
Trying to lift his side, good to see.
Goes back up. Came off the hands there, forward, over the top. Kick worked out to Griffin. Got it going forward, but playing in front was Harry Bremer. They look good when they switch the play like this, the Magpies, but it's that kick going forward that's been hard to come by. That's a cute one onto the chest of Dowsett, but just at the wrong time, and invited unnecessary pressure. Was able to get it back through the handball, then one over the top. Just mucking around with it here a bit. The Magpies, high, up and under kick to Wilson in the middle of the ground. That might be the way. Just get it going as dangerous as they can, and The siren puts the Magpies out of their misery. All being so, it's only a 4-goal lead to the inaccurate Greenhands, Barksy. And who have you liked in that first half of footy?
I thought Ahmed was great, and Sam Pingen was great for Palmerston, and Jaden Davies definitely got himself in the game and trying to create something across half-back. James Rowe up forward has been really good, and also Spiteri from Wodonga could have had 4 or 5 if he kicked straight, but he's having a crack and he's creating something up forward.
Yeah, you're right. So PINT with the 5 unanswered goals in that quarter, applying to Palmerston's first 3. It was Thomas Schott, Kyle Waitman, Jed Griffin, Doug Proud and Noah Spiteri all getting involved there, as well as Adam Jorgensen kicking the 5 for PINT, and for Palmerston it was Harry Bremer, Naif Ahmad and Nathan Dowsett in the first quarter. But at half-time here at DXC, it's a 4-goal PINT lead. We'll be back after this break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
This weekend is no more round. Across the NTFL Premier League competition, players, coaches and umpires will wear orange armbands. It's our way of standing together against family and domestic violence.
We make everyone in our team feel welcome and safe.
We call out disrespectful behaviour even when it's tough.
We will stand up so others feel safe to do the same.
We encourage others to treat everyone with respect.
The No More Round shows the strength of our football community.
We include everyone and treat all people equally. We check in on our teammates, listen if someone needs to talk, and help them find support.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring him up, up. Bring him back, bring him back, bring him back, bring him back, up, up. Bring him back, bring him back, bring him.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 2025-26 NTFL Premier League match, round 7 here at DXC, where Pints are taking on Palmerston. Pints 5-13-43 to Palmerston 3-1-19. And with me is Lockie Humphreys. What are you thinking, Lockie?
Oh, look, Pint have kept Palmerston in this game, absolutely. In that second quarter, they were able to kick the 5 goals, the Green Ants, but inaccurate kicking is bad footy usually, Barksy, and Palmerston are still in this game somehow, 18 scoring shots to 4, but if they can get the first 1 or 2 here like they did in the first quarter, you never know, as Archie Stevens tries to bury the head in there, and he'll force a stoppage right in the middle of DXC Arena. And
Mark Tyrrell give him a rev up to at half-time. Good to see old-fashioned rev up the Palmerston boys. See whether they react.
After that fast start, he'd love to see a response here in the third quarter and keep this one close as it goes towards the Pine forward 50. Came off hands. Handball went over the top there to McConnell. Was able to kick inside. Davey did well to wrestle his man under it and then get the ball back as well. Well done, Jaden Davey, as he exits the back 50 and goes up towards Donegan. He's got a bit to deal with. Bounced in front of him and went back and got it. Was able to turn and go. Went inside Donegan with a nice kick to the chest. They get something going, but he spilt it in the end-sider and a boundary throw-in.
Good start to Palmerston on half-back there, but this is where they've been struggling, I feel, the last quarter, just across their half-forward line, Palmerston, to hit that target.
Yeah, just couldn't exit their back half at all in that second quarter, and Pine, despite the inaccuracies, was still able to put them away and ask a lot of the Magpies defenders, who, to their credit, held up well, but it's coming in a million times, Barksy. It's pretty hard as Wilson just got the handball away. Hamad in there as well, over the top from Donegan. Just trying to surge it forward. Good tackle coming over the top. Was it taken high, though, by Fox, so the Green Ants will get free kick.
Just scrappy handballs, Palmerston, where Pints are that bit more class with their hand and by foot.
It's down the line. Came off hands. McConnell in there again. He's been impressive today. He's able to get the footy back on cue. Puts it inside 50. Wharf will have to run back, and he's got a little bit to deal with as Pint are able to surge it forward. Handball deep into the pockets. Spiteri can centre the ball, and it was a beautiful little kick. Found the chest of the vice skipper in Thomas Shop.
Disappointing there. Palmerston had 4 players deep in their back line onto 1 Pints player, and they seem to misjudge that. Let the Pints Schultz take the mark, uncontested mark.
So, Shot kicked one in that last quarter. He's got a chance to kick another one here from a fairly easy spot on the ground. Better his effort of 1 goal last week by getting a double here. Shot nails the woodwork, and the goal-kicking woes continue, Barksy.
Might be that end, Lucky.
Kicked 7 behinds in that first quarter without kicking a goal, and it makes it 8 behinds to that goal side for Pint.
As you said, if Palmerston could kick 1 or 2 goals in a row, they're definitely back in the game.
Exactly right there. Leaving them in it, the Green Ants. And you're right, not 1 goal has been kicked down that end all day, Barksy. It's been 8 behind straight. It's a dangerous kick in, but it'll work out on the chest of Fletcher. He's got Klein wide in space. So can they get something moving? It's another dangerous kick. Turnover in a similar position on the ground. Barging through there with a bit of pressure came Barnett. Haven't called his name today, but he'll be looking to make an impact in the second half. A ball up.
Palmerston, yeah, Mark wouldn't be happy with that. You don't want to turn the ball over in the turnover zone. You're right, Lockie.
Yeah, they just can't seem to get any quickness and speed on the ball. Well, they get a chance here. Looks like they will. Rowe had the hands up, and he'll win the free kick in the end. It's taken high, so he's got options of plenty moving forward. Goes out wide. It'll be too far out to score from here, so we'll have to find another little chiseler. Stevens gets one on short. And he finds a chest of Schwarzenberg, who instructs his teammates that he's going for home. Take a really good kick from here, from Thomas Schwarzenberg.
And whether he's wasting time or trying to... You find someone. There we go.
Smart, wasn't it, Barksy? He just fooled everybody by telling him who was going long, and Cole Waitman was alert to the short kick, and he'll have a chance to go back and kick his second of the day.
Very composed there, just waiting for the lead. I feel that's what Palmerston got to do when they get across the centre line. Just be patient and look for a lead. Test their fitness out. I feel Pints are pretty fit.
Yeah, they are. As you see, Kyle Waitman missed a few opportunities, was able to get one. That kick is absolutely appalling, Barksy, and it's going to find the chest down there of Bremer, but it's one of the worst kicks we've seen today. As Wilson goes to Hamad. Davies got to be clean. Bremer finding lots of footy, but another poor kick. It'll work out to Donegan, who goes back to Hamad and can go down the line with a nice kick now. Can they get some speed on the ball here? The Magpies are going to continue to go fast through the middle of the ground. This one will try to go central here. Can Fox pick it up? Was gang tackled by about 3 Green Ants, throwing the ball, play on, and now the numbers will go on the rebound here for Pint as they find the chest of Spiteri. He's got options aplenty if he wants to go short, but it won't matter because he'll get a 50-metre free kick and it'll be a certain goal for the Green Ants.
Palmerston have really got to hit that one inside to take a mark, and they've done it 3 or 4 times and just turned it over, and Pints have hurt them in the last quarter, and it's happened here again.
Yeah, it has, and a costly 50-metre penalty will see Spiteri kick the first goal of the day from that end of the ground, and the 6th for Pint. Despite how bad they've been kicking, Bucksy, not even they could miss it from there.
No, very undisciplined by Palmerston. Really gave him that one.
Well, that was the thing. They went with the kick through the middle of the ground. It was good to see them take it on and try to get some speed on the ball, but just the kickings let them down. And as soon as they turned it over, Pint made them pay as the margin goes out to 31 points. And I think that they desperately need the next one here, the Magpies, if they're going to be any chance.
Yes, Palmerston and Nick will lift, dig in deep now. 7 minutes gone into the third quarter.
Yeah, he didn't look a happy man, Mark Tewell, going into the change rooms at half-time. He won't be happy with the first goal on the board in this quarter to Pint, but it looks like Fletcher's trying to change that. Tackle came on Sider. He was taken high, so an opportunity for the first time to go inside 50 of the quarter for the Magpies. It'll be Jared Sider into the side. He go with something short and... Oh, Barksy.
I don't know what's happening with this Palmerston skills. And Pints, to tell you that.
High kick. Davey, can he produce something special on the outside of the boot? It was a high kick and a behind, and the first score in 2 quarters for the Magpies. It's back to a 5-goal margin.
Just Palmerston here. They're sort of walking and not looking around. They need some direction, start pairing off, tighten that rope with their opponents, try and lock it in.
Yeah, you're right.
It's flat at the moment.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be tough, and the kick came in from side. It didn't even leave the ground. Looks like one when you get on the driving range, Barksy, and you're struggling to hit him straight, and you just duff one along the ground, hit it fat.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Both teams have done it this quarter.
They have. This kick's a lot better. Finds the chest of Adam Jorgensen. Can go over the top now. He finds Connolly. Can get the ball moving. So many numbers ahead of the ball for Pine. It's just all a bit too easy. Look at him link up through the middle of the ground. Griffin's got the footy now. I think he's too far out to score. He'll look for someone on short. Palmerston can't be sleeping. A few times they've seen a kick just go short on the pocket, and this time they are able to spoil it out of bounds and a throw in Pines forward 50.
Just need to defend this and find some run and carry. Maybe a switch. You hit Palmerston to create some space. Jaden Davies coming off for a break.
Yeah, he is.
Don't want him off for too long.
No, you don't. He's one of their better players, isn't he, Barksy?
Been very well today for Palmerston. Held their back line up.
He has. Heenan goes back onto the ground for them, and the ball's thrown back into play. Pushing off was McDonald. Kick was smothered. Handball went over the top. Donegan. Clever to Davey. Back to Donegan. To fumble. See the boundary line win and throw in.
Great to see Wayland pushed himself up onto the ball or across half back to try and help his team lift.
Yeah. Saw somebody who's running out at half time say, come on, Wayland. He said, I'm bloody trying, Barksy.
Yep. There's 6 Pints players in the back line onto 2 Palmerston players.
Yeah, he's been on.
And a free kick.
Had to do all too much on occasions, both the Davey boys, and this one won't help as a ruck free kick will go the way of the Green Ants. Looks to be Connor McDonald, who will line up and try to put through. He's got a few little Pine boys behind him trying to take it off him, but he's going to go on his own, and with a kick like that, why not? Was it touched on the line or did it make the trip? It looks like it's gone all the way, and Connor McDonald gets a goal here for the Green Ants.
Been a great player over the last few years, Connor. Playing in the ruck, also can play centre half back. Played in their Div 1 grand final a couple of years ago. It's also round 7 across the NTFL No More Round campaign. Great cause started by Charlie King. Rob Cross is here running the No More campaign, where players line up and cross their arms just for the No More campaign.
Yeah, great initiative. Started a few years back, and it's good to see the NTFL getting on board and really taking a stand. Here we saw the players before the game making a circle and saying no more. The ball's back in the middle of the ground. McDonald just kicked that last goal, hit it straight to Naif Ahmad, who sends him inside 50. Can someone go up there? Munich's at the back of the pack. So Sider trying to make up for his last mistake, as we see a little twisty and turn from Fox. He goes high. Numbers all with the Green Ants, and coming down with it is Ethan Smith. May have been touched off the boot or not too far. The umpires.
Ooh, I thought he was going to pin it.
Nervy time there, Barksy.
Just obviously no voice around the contest for Pints there.
So an opportunity here for the Magpies. Can they make something of this forward 50 stoppage? And it'll be Tyson Matiazo in the ruck. Wasn't able to get there first. Handball came out. Good tackle came from Munich, so the pressure stayed on. Hamad kicked a goal like this in the first quarter. Can he snap around it? Second here. Touched off the boot. Spoil went away. Pressure still on. Handball went up. They just can't get an open space. Davey can always find space. Handball over the top. Pressure on. No one can get a boot to it. Davey, well done there from Smith. Was able to bump him off the ball and clear it out wide. They get away with one as Maloney can work himself into some space and kicks over to McConnell, being one of the best today for Pine as they keep the ball moving. Go down towards the half-forward flank, but Heenan's got other ideas as he chops it off and kicks inside. Wolf, another dangerous kick, another dangerous turnover. Spiteri, he'll look to make amends and he'll look to make him pay as he rolls around on the right and bangs it through. Noah Spiteri, he gets goal number 3 here at DXC.
Been very good, Spiteri, dangerous in the first half, and now he's finishing them off. But just great ball movement by Pints there. They're running, carrying, they look up and about now. And I just feel Palmerston might have run out of a bit of puff, bit of legs, bit of fitness. Need to work on, but they need to really try and win a ball and get a couple of goals so it doesn't blow out too far.
Yeah, well, they had the hot start. They kicked the first 3. Since then, it's been 8 unanswered Pint goals. Palmerston's only managed 1 behind since quarter time, and they love to start hot, the Magpies. It's just carrying on with it.
As I was saying, I feel there's 3 or 4 class players away from being, in the top middle teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And just need to get a few wins, get a bit of confidence going, and Hamad sockers it out of midair. It's out in front of the veteran in Shawnee Wilson. He runs onto it and twists back. Goes with a boot and it's frustrating if you're a Magpie supporter to watch the ball just get turned over when it doesn't need to be. Kick could have gone long. And again, Piner on the spread, numbers running forward. A lot of Palmerston jumpers, just trailing behind as this kick goes inside 50. They'll be able to turn it over and can reload. Where can this kick go? It goes in the Waylon Davey direction, so he's going to run out onto it. Leading the race there was Maloney, who just saw it over, and a frustrated Waylon Davey will probably give away a free kick here. How the umpires see it. Fight going on off play, so it's just thrown back in. No one was able to contest it. Fight's still going on in front of the Pint gates, and there's been a few hands thrown. It's getting chirpy now. Fight's still going on. Barksy just behind play. We've got a shirt off. Wharfie's not happy.
One of the Pints players come in and got Waylon, I think.
It's the least they can do, show a bit of fight.
Unlucky, I think it was a player from the bench. Discipline now, get back on track. Very disappointing to see.
So it's a Pint 50-metre free kick. There's a free kick in there and a 50-metre penalty. Personally, Bucksy, I don't know how you've paid one from there. There was about 5 blokes all fighting each other. It was a fair scrap, and eventually Thomas Schwarzenberg just...
Yeah, you'd be disappointed being Palmerston for that because they were all in there. I don't know how they seen that, but credit to Pints. They just kept playing footy and moving the footy and finished off with a goal. Waylon was just trying to spark something up, just put on a fair bump.
So Thomas
had a bit of a wrestle.
Schwarzenberg gets a gift. Kicks his first of the day, goal number 9 from a fight. Waylon Davies was the main one in it. He wasn't happy with some of the treatment. You could just see from a mile away that he was going to try to let one go. And as we said, Bucks, it was probably a fair fight.
Yeah, there was nothing in it. Nothing swung, I don't think. Just
no.
Shoving, a bit of a...
Looked fairly even, but the umpire found a free kick and then somehow 50 and...
Really need to lift Palmerston.
The umpire's also gone over to the bench. I think he's reported somebody on the Palmerston bench as well, Parksy. So it's all going on down here at ground level. But
interesting.
Hopefully we can just get back to the game as it's ballooned out to a 48-point Pint margin. Just getting a bit frustrated, Palmerston. You can see why. They want to get another goal back here. A few would help. They've got to get it out of the middle first. Handball went over. Turnover came from Matiazo. Free kicks being paid again downfield. I think it was potentially for language off the ball from Harper Fox, who's getting a talking to from the umpire, and they've just lost their call a bit here, the black and white, Barksy.
Yeah, umpires get control of the game. Send the runner out, Palmerston, just to calm the boys down. Get back on playing footy.
Meanwhile, Pint, I'm going to send it back inside 50. And it's all just a bit too easy to Rowe, who took it unmanned inside 50. He'll look to go short here, top of the goal square. Coming at it, did well was Fox, but it spilled to a free Waitman, who kicked to the goal line, and it was marked on the last line.
Fox has been very good for Palmerston down back, being under pressure.
Kick comes out. Blocking free kick will go the way of the Magpies. Oh, and it'll go to Pint. Palmerston bench is frustrated. I can sort of understand why, Barksy. A few calls just not going their ways. Do we see James Rowe go across goal again and yet again find another inside 50 target?
Yeah, it's frustrating, but Palmerston has just got to keep attacking the ball and win the contest. Keep discipline, finish off the game. And as I said, it'd be good if they could get 1 or 2 goals for their work, Palmerston, but credit to Pints. They're running, carrying, they're spreading.
They are. Schwarzenberg will line up for his second in a row now, and it would make it 10 in a row for the Green Ants as he goes for home, and Thomas Schwarzenberg gets 2 in a row as Pint extend their margin to 54 points.
Yeah, they're just smart Pints. They're just not shanking the kicks. They're having a look lower in the eyes. And I think they're talking to the ball carrier, helping him make the right decisions. Palmerston, yeah, I'd like to see him try and get a 1 or 2 goals in this red time. I just don't know whether they can, though.
No, doesn't look like they're going to be able to manage much more, but this is what we've been calling for quite a while now. It's just to gain that respect. The Palmerston players, don't let this one balloon out anymore, and hopefully ping a few back. It's got to start in the middle with their leaders, and we see Hamad and Donegan going there as well as McConnell, so they'll look to get the ball moving forward. All back up in the middle. One down, pushed under it. And yet another PINT clearance. They can't even touch it at the moment, the Magpies, as it's going to be worked out. Connolly in hot pursuit, wasn't able to bring him down. And the kick came from Schwarzenberg, so he's got the hot hand at the moment as he found Wayman. Wayman will look to go inside. Another little clever kick. Numbers favour the Magpies on that occasion, but waiting in the right spot was Archie Stevens, who picked it up and snapped and kicked a goal. Archie Stevens on the board.
Been good there. PINT's had 3 or 4 players across the top of the 50 line there just to lock the ball in, but they centred it, and yeah, plenty of options and a great goal on snap. Archie Stevens definitely picked up second quarter and this quarter as well.
Yeah, massive pickup this year for PINT. Archie Stevens, his first NTFL season, in his first 4 games up here, he's kicked the 3 and featured in the best 3 times as well. Very handy South Warrnambool product. Had a game this year, Barksy, where he collected 62 disposals in a game. So
wow,
certainly the talk of local footy down there, and he's just picking up in the Northern Territory as well. So he'll be happy to get his first of the day, and the margin out to a game high 60 points.
Be used to the slippery conditions playing down Warrnambool. Can get quite wet and windy footy down there.
Yeah, being from down that way, Barksy, I'll tell you, you get some absolute shockers. As PINT will look to work it out here. Stevens got tackled this time, and so good tackle from the Magpies. Can they get the ball rolling? Goes over the top now. Young Donegan. He finds something short. He does on this occasion. A nice little ball, and it'll find Declan Barnett, who can go back and try to kick the first goal since the first quarter for the Palmerston Magpies.
Best piece of footy Palmerston that played for 2 quarters, I feel. They just lowered the eyes, composed, waited for the lead. And the whole forward line was actually leading to create that space. First time I've seen him do it.
So Declan Barnett, he's been quiet today. He's been impressive in the last few outings for the Magpies. That kick's going to go across the face. Won't even register a score in the end, and it will be touched out of bounds. But yeah, as I was mentioning, he was impressive against Tiwi and Nightcliff a fortnight ago, but he's kind of been unsighted today as of most of those Palmerston forwards after the first quarter. Hasn't really gotten in there, to be honest, Barksy, has it?
No, it's been a hard yakka for the Palmerston forwards today. PINT's backs have been really good, just shutting it down across half-back.
They'll be hoping to get something going here as it's going to be tossed back in front of the beautiful backdrop here at DXC Arena. Sun setting up here in Darwin as we see Jaden Davey take a mark on his chest. Lights on here at DXC for what should be a really competitive Women's Premier League game following this one. Palmerston and PINT both in the 5, so that'll be a good one to watch as we see Davey go long for home, and he'll miss across the face just to behind.
Would have been great to see Davey get that goal for his reward today, working across the half-back.
So PINT exit a short kick. Time on in this third quarter. 59 points is the margin, and this kick's going to go down towards the wing. Jumped off a few hands. Wilson was waiting for the handball. Was able to get it now. Ball went over the top, and a nice little bit of play here. Can they make it work? Fumble it. A bad moment, and it just found the boundary line. It was Ned Ford who just dropped a slippery ball, and the PINT defenders are letting them know about it too.
Just that 1 or 2 handballs too many all day. They just seem to fumble or miss that target, Palmerston.
So approaching 3/4 time here at DXC Arena. Thank you for tuning in to the 25-26 NTFL season. Brought to you by NT News and Community TV. You're listening to Lockie Humphrey and Nick Barks. So we're going to get another throw in.
I don't know how much time's left, but we really would like to see Palmerston bomb it in and someone take a mark. Kick a goal before the siren goes.
Sorry, Barks. Yeah, I mixed up with Danksy. It's Chris Barks. My apologies. Good to have the great man in the seat here watching PINT go forward with the footy. The handball came over the top. Going in and under was Hamad. Wasn't able to come up with it. He'll go again. Wilson as well in and under. It's a wrestling hot footy as this one's going to be jumbled in the Spiteri direction. Found a bit of space. Was able to give the handball off to Rowe. Gave it before he spent it. Went back and got it. Got Stevens on short. He's done this a few times today, Rowe, where he just twists and turns and finds one inside. This time it bounced just in front of the man there of Barry. Tackle came and it was a sling tackle, so it'll go the way of the Green Hanson. It'll be a Jai Barry free kick. And a 50-metre free kick.
Bit of frustration out there by the Palmerston boys. Just got to keep their cool and finish the game off.
Yeah, we've seen a few in this third quarter. 50 metres paid.
After seeing the halftime talk Tyrrell gave him, I'm interested to listen to this one 3/4 time.
Yeah, I might be standing out the back if I was a Palmerston player for this 3/4 time speech. I can't imagine Mark Tyrrell will be too pleased with the undisciplinary efforts by his team. And
pushing and shoving in the middle here, Waylon Davies got about 5 pints boys around him, stirring him up.
And another free kick is going to be paid downfield. There's a few pint boys that just ran straight onto the ground and went right up to Waylon Davies. Gave him a bit of attention. I don't know which way he's paid it, but just lost a little bit of control here. So there will be a free kick paid.
Yeah, they're still trying to suck him in. Hopefully he can keep discipline.
Yeah, it's just off your screen, but Waylon Davies just copying a lot of attention from the Pine boys. They've found a way to get under his skin.
Not sure the central umpire knows who's getting the kick.
So the run,
there's a free kick, not sure.
The runner's gone out and he's trying to bring a player off. Waylon Davies going back at the Pine boys who are still giving it attention, but the umpires, as far as I'm concerned, Bucks, you just need to get onto it. You can't just tell everybody to stop.
Get going.
So the goal there was awarded to the Green Ants. They were able to kick another one from the goal line. So we're still waiting for play to be resumed here. I'm hoping we can just get back underway in the third quarter because there's been a fair bit of carry on here, Barksy, and it's not great for the game. You just want to see him get back to playing footy. That's what we'll do now. McDonald in the ruck. We'll get the handball out to Schwarzenberg, who can get the footy over the top of Boyer, and the three-quarter time siren will put an end to all of that. And it was a messy, a scrappy old third quarter, wasn't it, Barksy? But it was PINT who were able to kick away again, and they lead by 10 goals at three-quarter time here at DXC Arena. We'll be back with fourth quarter action just after this break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Azalea's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazaliesnt.com.au.
This weekend is no more round. Across the NTFL Premier League competition, players, coaches and umpires will wear orange armbands. It's our way of standing together against family and domestic violence.
We make everyone in our team feel welcome and safe.
We call out disrespectful behaviour even when it's tough.
We will stand up so others feel safe to do the same.
We encourage others to treat everyone with respect.
The No More Round shows the strength of our football community.
We include everyone and treat all people equally. We check in on our teammates, listen if someone needs to talk, and help them find support.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're in the front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL NT coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 7 here at DXC. My name is Chris Bucks and I'm joined here by Lockie Humphreys for the last quarter, Palmerston against Pints. Lockie, what are you thinking?
It's probably over, I reckon, Barksy.
Yeah?
No, I'm hoping Palmerston can gain back a little bit of respect here. We saw, the attitudes just dropped there in the last part of that quarter and they gave away a few sloppy 50s. So I'd love to see them just show Mark Tyrrell a bit of that response and hopefully kick a few goals. What about you, Barksy?
Yeah, the same. You just want them to lift and finish off the quarter strong, be competitive at least for the last quarter, and show their supporters that they've got something and they're going to improve and keep discipline, keep trying to win the ball.
So Donegan goes back to Munich and Davey, and then just another fumble, but it'll be okay if Heenan can control it and keep them going forward. This is a good passage through link-up, but they don't want to overuse it, and the kick inside 50 is a nice one. Bounces off the chest, and the handball will go back, but they've got another opportunity through Waylon Davey, heading towards the pocket, can turn him inside out. Can he reply to him, Waylon Davey? Watch him get into him. He kicks a good goal, and Waylon Davey kicks the first of the second half for the Magpies.
Great goal by Waylon Davey. Went on, turned him inside out. Just needs to do that, show him what he can do with his footy nounce, and he let, I think it was Harry McKinnon, no, he turned him inside out.
Yeah, he copped a lot of attention in that third quarter.
He's just got to keep discipline. He's a very good player, and Pints had definitely targeted him. So hopefully he can stand up and just finish off by kicking a couple of goals.
Yeah, it was a great goal. Sat in the pocket for him, and you knew once he was able to use his speed and turn his opponent inside out, it was always going to be dangerous, and kicked a really impressive goal. As we mentioned, he had a few Pint boys just as soon as they came on the field last quarter, Barksy, they went straight up to Waylon and sucked him in with a bit of trash talk, and you know, it's all fair, but it's how you respond, and he'll be happy to get that one on the board, and it's the first goal since the first quarter for the Magpies. So good response, and that's what we called for, Barksy, as they try to get out the middle. Hamad went down and got it, being one of the shining lights today for the Magpies, but there's a free kick, a high free kick paid out here somewhere. Advantage is being paid on the far side, so they'll get Rockingham rolling forward as it's spoiled.
Just saying, Lockie, that's a big advantage. That was 2 kicks away. Bit of credit to Palmerston.
Yeah, they took it well and were able to take advantage. It's probably not the worst decision, Barksy. When they've gone slow today, it's been really difficult for them.
And as you said, Hamad's been very good. Been very impressed watching him. A very class footballer, as you can see out here today. Still finding possessions.
Yeah, he is. He's serious talent. Playing his first game up here this year for the Magpies. We're hoping to get a few more out of him, that's for sure, as Green Ants will work it out by foot. They go across goal, and it'll be marked by Maloney. Had his jumper ripped in the last quarter, so he's sporting the number 23 at the moment. Kick goes down the line to McConnell, who's been impressive today for the Green Ants. Looks to go forward. Spoil came across, but will somehow still find the chest there of Boyer, who can send them inside 50, coming across with a strong mark and a good one as the kick's exited, and it'll go out of bounds as it just trickles, so it'll be a boundary throw-in.
Good call by the umpire there, I feel. Just that last goal Palmerston got, Jaden Davey set that up from half-back again. I'm really impressed with Jaden across that half-back line.
Yeah, he's clearly been their best player and doesn't take a backward step despite the deficit that they face. Ball's going to go back into play. Green Ants just keep rolling. What a season they're having to start 25-26. Good pressure on the footy. Heenan will try to pick it up cleanly. Dragged it in. We'll want to get rid of this one as he dived on top of it. Tackles came from above, and umpire will ask for it back. But yeah, only 5 wins last year, Barksy, for Pint, and if this one continues on, which it will, this will be their 5th win already of season 25-26. Massive improvers so far in the NTFL season.
Yes, they've been great. They've knocked off a couple of top sides as well, so Pints will be very happy. It'll be interesting when they come back around against the top side, St Mary. That good win last week, but they got Districts and Nightcliff. A challenge for them.
You're right. It's that next level that they're trying to go to, Pint. They'll rate themselves next week against the Darwin Buffaloes, once again on home turf here at DXC Arena. They back themselves against them, and Palmerston, we're hoping to finish with a bit of momentum as they face the Southern Districts next week at Cazaly's Arena, and That could be an interesting clash, Parksy, to say the least, if they play like they have today. So Stevens goes over the top. And we'll get it out to Rowe, who's been really impressive. The former Crow can put it out in front of a few players. One of them's Thomas Schott, who's got plenty of time and space to just go long. He hasn't gone for home, has he? He's gone to the goal line, and it will be touched through for yet another behind.
Good pressure there, Palmerston. Pints had the numbers. A bit disappointing.
Well, it could have been a lot bigger margin if they had have kicked straight the green ends. They've missed a lot of really easy opportunities you probably don't get against the higher sides. They've gotten away with it today. That's a really dangerous kick going backwards. Davey's going to have to beat two of them. Wasn't good enough to do that. Is it going to roll back onto the ball? Spiteri's got a chance to go through for goal number 4, and as he put it through, he has. That's 4 for Noah Spiteri. Great effort today.
As I said, great first game for Spiteri. Wodonga, boy, first game 4 goals, but really good by Pints then. But Palmerston tried to switch. You got to hit that target or run and carry and get it over that face of the goals. Disappointing when you switch the footy as a young player. You always tell them to, you know, run and carry and switch it over the goal line. And you got to hit that target.
Yeah, you're right. Make sure you continue to watch NT News' coverage of the NTFL season. We're here live at DXC Arena. Chris Sparks and Lockie Humphrey with you in the corresponding women's game over at TIO Stadium. Nightcliff were able to run away by 3 goals against the Marys in what was built up as a massive grand final rematch, and Nightcliff get one back there. Barksy, they get the Chocolates over St Mary's by 3 goals, so I'll be happy with that effort as we see Pint go forward again. Coming off hands, and Wharf will look to try to pick it up as a free kick will go the way of the Green Ants. This time it'll be Sam Bates, who's a bit ginger standing up, but he'll take his kick either way. He goes short to Rowe.
Been very good, Rowe. He always finds that short lead, that little bit of space in that forward 50.
He goes inside again and juggling it off hands with the umpire end up paying it. He will.
Come off Mohammed's fist.
Will. It's
disappointing, that.
Very interesting decision.
Mohammed just fist that.
In the end, it'll be a mark to Benjamin Smith, who he can go back and try to put through another one for the Green Ants. It'd be his first of the day if he was able to do so.
Benjamin Smythe from Nimerka in the Murray League in Victoria, just out of Shepparton.
He had the 8 disposals last week, his 4th game of the season, and he's loving life in the green and gold. Benjamin Smythe gets his first of the day, and point extend again.
Palmerston just got to try and finish off the quarter, keep competing. Smythe's pretty happy with that goal. Crowd, there's a footy trip up here. They're sitting on the fence cheering him on. Must know him, obviously. Nightcliff Premier League men take on St Mary's tonight. That'll be a cracking game as well, Lockie.
Yeah, it will be. It should be a really interesting clash. Obviously, Nightcliff lost last week to Waratah, and St Mary's absolutely demolished the Darwin Buffaloes at Gardens Oval. So they've got the hot hand, the Saints, but Nightcliff have got a few good inclusions, Barksy. I'm sure you know more than me, and they'll be hoping to bounce back tonight over at TIO Stadium.
Yeah, you got Ferguson and Wade Dirksen back in, which will strengthen up their forward line, I've heard.
So make sure you keep it locked on NT News, as that one's coming to you shortly. Another stoppage in the middle of the ground. This one is now out to 73 points. 14-16 plays 4-3. Back up in the middle of the ground. Hamad keeps fighting forward. Dowsett in there. Was dumped in the tackle. They get the clearance, the Magpies. Going forward, Waylon Davies going to come in at hard. He's got a few Green Ants to deal with. He'll look to put the pressure on. Munich also trailing. Pint, work it out by hand. I'll go over the top now. Plenty on. Just a second or two late with the bumps, the Magpies, but they might be able to force enough pressure as this kick goes inside to full up. First time I've called his name. He goes over the top now, and they're able to continue the run. Handball chopped out wide now. Jorgensen. Just a poor scrubby kick. Dowsett. Handball to space. Wharf. Kick it up the line. Stevens looking to put the spoil in there. Doing well was Fletcher. Did really well in the end. Fletcher was able to regain that footy. The kick was trying to go in the direction of his man, who was tackled down by Jared Sider.
Pressure's been there, Palmerston, at the last couple of minutes of this quarter. Just really got to stop and block their run. Once they give up the ball, make sure they block their run. They're getting caught in the middle. That's why they're starting to block late. Douse it in a lot of minds. Just gets rid of it down the line. Sider's down there at ground level. Wharf will look to just get it forward. Might have been taken low. Umpire let it go. Dangerous slide there. I thought it might have been reset.
It's fair to say the beneficiary's gone to the green ends today, Barksy, if you can contentious calls.
Yes, when you're first to the ball, majority of the day, that will happen.
Absolutely. So back up about 60 out from Palmerston's goal. It'll go the other way. The direction there of Frith, now over the top. Running is Boyer. He's got one going. James Rowe's got all the time and space. He's going to give off another one here short, and he's going to find Spiteri, who could line up for number 5. Spiteri will go around with the snap, and he will put through a bag. Is Noah Spiteri, starring in his NTFL debut, and PINT get their 15th of the day.
Just through the corridor there, like they had 3 or 4 PINT boys screaming through. They're up and about. Their fitness is just a bit better than Palmerston's, and they're still running and carrying and still, you know, try and create space. Some teams will just, you know, go on the back foot in the last quarter, winning by this much. But a credit to PINT to keep pushing and, yeah, still trying to play like their game's even.
So margin to 79 points.
James Rowe up forward's been creative though. Been the spark for him.
He has. He hasn't kicked a goal today, Bucksy, but he's probably set up, I'd say, 5 or 6. He's been in everything with a few chips inside, and another one on that occasion is Spiteri, who's been the beneficiary. He's kicked a bag of 5 as we see Hamad work out of the middle, still trying as he goes forward. Palmerston players trailing as this one might be the boundary. Able to keep it in was Jorgensen, went down the line. And they can give and go again here through Boyer. Got an absolute paddock, can actually stop and just stand there and kind of admire his DXC arena as he can go inside. Spiteri again. The umpire's going to pay a free kick. I'm unaware of who it's to. It might have been kicked out on the full. So Palmerston will get the ball back on their half-back flank. 13 minutes gone in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Palmerston need to find possessions, or PINTs have paired off really well.
Wharf. Handball up to Hamad, gets it back. Wharf again. Another handball to Frith. And they try to get it going through Fox. And linking up well here as they go through the corridor. Davey was trailing his man. The spoil just came out in front. Palmerston went low. Handball came out. Wharf was on the scene. Got the kick inside 50, but you can kind of raffle it off and the Green Ants will snap it up. So the kick goes short. Falling over the top there was Klein. Going in hard was McConnell, and another stoppage as time ticks away. And
just hard there. Whalen's one out with once again 2 or 3 PINT players on him. Just need to kick it to space, give him that advantage.
Yeah, they've almost just sat it on his head when he's had 2 on him all day, haven't they, Bucks? He showed early in this quarter if they just put it out in space, and he's really dangerous as the 2-on-1 favours the Magpies on this occasion. But once again at ground level, they're able to snap one up and snap around a goal.
You've got numbers everywhere, PINTs, and they had 3 or 4 guys streaming in to the forward 50.
Kyle Waitman gets his 2nd of the day with a really impressive snap. Little pressure, but as there has been on so many occasions today at ground level, it's just been all PINT numbers, and Waitman snaps his 2nd, and they get out to an 85-point lead.
Disappointing. Palmerston started first quarter cracking, winning the first quarter. Thought it might have been competitive until 3-quarter time, but unfortunately PINT's got on top. That's why the score line is what it is.
So Palmerston still yet to beat PINT, actually, in a men's Premier League game. PINT obviously haven't been in the league for too long, but Palmerston trying to break a drought that they wouldn't be proud of. It's been a while between drinks for the black and white. There's going to be a push in the back free kick. It'll go the way of Donegan, whose players on short. He ignored Wilson, and he's probably just going to have to settle for down the line. Look for Hamad, and it was a good kick in the end. He worked it out well. So where can Hamad go? Can he get Davey on the lead? He's got him running towards the pocket. The kick's going to go in that direction. Davey, once again, just had a man float in front, and it will be spoiled out of bounds.
Hamad, again, great ball use. I'd be interested what his stats would be, Lockie. Would have racked up the most for Palmerston, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jaden Davey.
Yeah, despite the margin, he still had plenty of the footy, especially in that first quarter when they were rocking and rolling, and we're going to get a recall for a throw-in as Mum was trying to get another one there.
Can Palmerston snag a goal here?
Back in. Just came down. Davey in the pocket. Can he make it 2 in the quarter? Similar one of the first. Davey, quality despite, gets number 2.
He'd be dangerous in one of the top 4 or 5 sides.
Yeah, he would.
Davey, just sitting in that forward pocket, doing his craft.
Yeah, he's a quality player. And when he gets his moment, he takes advantage, and he comes to a bit of attention today, but he's kicked the 2 goals in this final term, and the margin, he's back to 79 points. Approaching 17 minutes gone in this final quarter here at DXC Arena.
Tyrrell will be happy with Whalen. Could have went the other way, but he's turned the game around and showed him what he can do by kicking 2 goals this quarter, and there's still a little bit of time left.
So after the bye last week, PINT continue their winning ways. They will go to 5-1. Mark Wiley will be over the moon with how this Green Ant side is developing this season, and they're going to make a really good charge into finals. If they can continue the way they're going, they'll certainly be a side to beat, which not many would have said going into the start of the season, but they've got some quality in their ranks. As one of them right now is James Rowe, and he's showing all of that quality right there, snapping a brilliant goal, and they get another PINT. Fantastic finish from James Rowe. He gets reward for effort and gets his first of the day.
Yeah, as we were saying, reward for effort. He's probably set up 5 or 6 goals in that forward 50. Especially in the second quarter, he turned the game, got him back in the front.
Snapping around. There's been a fair few goals from that ground level off the contest today, hasn't there, Barksy? Just a lot of times PINT have been in the right spot, but they've been at the fall of the ball, and they've beaten the Palmerston defenders there almost on every occasion after the first quarter.
I was watching the last quarter. I thought their forwards are really good at getting front and centre to the contest. That's probably helping, where Palmerston are always outnumbered in their forward line when the ball actually gets there. It's always 1-on-2, or PINTs have the numbers in defence.
It's back out to 85 points. Ball goes up in the middle of the ground. It'll be kicked forward again. As Rowe, as easy as you like. He hasn't been able to snag one all day. He's going to gift another one off here, is he? He does. Finds Spiteri in the pocket. He's been a massive beneficiary of James Rowe's unselfishness, and he can line up for goal number 6 on his NTFL debut.
Being a very class player today, showing what he can do. Just had a bit of an X factor in PINT's forward line. Them short leads and finds that space.
Adding another bow to this Green Ants arsenal, and Noah Spiteri take a bow. That's number 6 today, set up by James Rowe again. They found another one.
I think he might owe James Rowe a couple of drinks tonight.
You'd love to think so. He's given off a few.
But a credit to their forward line. They've worked really well just creating space. They haven't got too many tall men down there. Just Smythe, who's more a wingman or a half-backman, playing that role up high.
Yeah, you're right, Bucks. I was just about to mention that a relatively small forward line. There isn't a massive power forward down there, but just a really skillful forward line who's unselfish and has made the right decision on most occasions today, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Fortunately, Palmerston haven't been able to shut them down through the corridor, which makes it hard for the Palmerston backmen to defend.
So time on here in the final term. 91 points is the lead to PINT. Spiteri getting goal number 6. Here's, we're back in the middle, Donegan off hands. Gets it out wide. Been really impressed with that game of Luke McConnell. He's able to feed it down. Kick was just errant. The man running towards Wharf, looking to put some body on Schwarzenberg. Wasn't able to do so. Going back to get it. Looked to be James Boyer. Handball went over the top. Jaden Davey will come at that, and the boundary line will meet him as it'll be thrown in. About 65 out from the Greenhounds goal.
Just a shout out to the Rutherglen Cats. Their coach and Mark House is up here watching a couple of their players playing. Mark House, a legend around Rutherglen Cats and CDU Football Club, premiership players.
Ball back in a play. Lights on here in fading light this afternoon fixture. PINT home game as Donegan gets taken low in a tackle going through. Look to be Connolly as the umpire will find a stoppage, and we continue to tick away.
Palmerston has just stopped. Not let a goal leak now would be good.
Ball back up. Hit out, came down. Wilson was clever over the top. So was that handball, if you want to even call it that, going forward. Can Davey get a third of the quarter? It's out in space. It's in a good spot for him. Pressure on the defender, who did well. Was able to turn him inside out and gets a little win at the end of the game. That'll impress Mark Wiley. Not giving up despite the lead that they possess. This kick goes into the middle of the ground now. Alistair Fuller can push the ball out wide. Looking for someone to come at him. He gets that in McDonald. Skews the kick back to Schwarzenberg, who can handball off. Trying to go for home was Boyer. A little bit selfish, you could say. He was unlucky as well as the kick went out wide. Who's going to get dangerous in the pocket here? Kick will come around the corner. Is it Spiteri again? He hasn't got 7, has he, Bucksy?
Yes, looks like he has.
He does. A big bag for Noah Spiteri. Extends the margin late in this final term.
Feel sorry for Jaden Davey then. Incorrect disposal, I would have called that. He sort of tapped the ball out of the guy's hand and it bounced. He picked it up, PINT's player. But credit to Spiteri being sensational today, and he knows it where the goals are. Obviously, Lachlan, though he was a bit jittery. I think he kicked 3 points in the first quarter, but he's made up for it.
Yeah, he could have had a really, really big bag we saw over in the previous game, Tiwi versus Wanderers. Fraser Bradley from the Wanderers was able to kick 6, but he also kicked 3 or 4 behinds. Could have had a massive day, and Spiteri's been the same. But I reckon he'll take the 7, Barksy. It's a fair effort.
Yeah, especially in a day like today. You don't know what conditions were going to be this morning. It was pouring rain up here in Darwin. It's been cloudy all day, but once the game started, it sort of blew away from here. TIO and DX Oval.
Ball back up in the middle of the ground. It'll be one down. Donegan went over the top to Davey. Got it back, Donegan. Wolf's out wide if the kick can find him. It will get there eventually. So Ryan Wolf, never short of a backward step. We'll go over the top to Hamad, who's continued to work wide. Sider, if he wants him short, but he's got Wolf as well. He's going to ask a fair bit of him. Wolf had to come at it hard and kept it in. Ryan Wolf, clever. I thought that was still in play. It's right in front of us here.
He has had a thrown in. Passion Wolf. He's been at the club since a junior, and he always gives 110%. He's had a few lean years, a poor fella.
Yeah, he has, and continues to try his heart out. You do feel for blokes like that have been at the club for a little while. It has been a very lean period, and Tyrrell's men will be hoping to change that soon. It won't happen today, but hopefully we're not too far away from a Palmerston win. PINT go back into the middle of the ground. They've got runners on. They'll continue to go forward. Can they get another one late and extend the margin? Donegan's going to try to run through a few. Trying to cut it off was Barry. He went back on the ball, spilling around. Spiteri will be hitching to get goal number 8. It's going to go in his direction. Rose there as well, but Spiteri right on cue will turn around, and he's got a really, really big bag. That's goal number 8 for Noah Spiteri. He's kicked the last few as well, and ending his day on a big note.
What a day for your first game. Kicking 8. Great effort. especially the conditions up here, slippery because of the wet ground. But knowing your players as well, he's fitted in straight away. So he'll be a player to watch in the future games, I feel. Other clubs will be definitely watching him.
Yeah, it is. He's almost made too big a name for himself, Barks. He can't keep 8 goals under the radar, and going towards next week, the Darwin Buffaloes will certainly be having a look at him. We're going to get back underway. Margin 103 points. Palmerston surely begging for the siren now. Getting quite dark here. Footy action continues after this. The PINT women and Palmerston women will face each other off here in the corresponding fixture, and we're not too far away from that, as this one will go out wide and it'll be marked by Smythe, who probably could have just settled as Wharf runs through and gets it out of bounds.
Yes, a few Palmerston players still trying and having a crack. Having a go, but I just feel they've got to work on their fitness, Palmerston, just to be able to run with the opposition.
Yeah. After a fast start, unfortunately, he's been 20 goals to 2 in the final 3 quarters. A really damning statistic, but they started hot, Palmerston, and we're going to see Schwarzenberg going deep again. Spiteri, the man, looking for another, but it'll fall out of bounds, and a wry smile as he will see it go over the boundary line.
I think Fox down there has been really good, and also Jaden Davey in their half-back, have battled all day.
Yeah, they have. They've had a few battlers, but they've had a lot of passengers, unfortunately, as well, Barksy, and that's where they need to improve, is bottom 6 sort of players, and they're the ones that are going to help them extend into the future. But you're right, I've liked the games as well of Sam Donegan and Harry Bremer early. They were impressive, and they were able to get them going in that first quarter, but it's not much other than that as we see PINT stream through again. Handball went out. Frith has been good as well today in the back line, and this kick will go out towards the wing. Going hard in it, and there, side up, might have been taken high. Picking up was Mattiazzo. He's got Davey running towards goal now. If they can get it to him, Davey will just want it to be kicked on his head. Wharf inside is sitting there. Wharf will continue to run to the goal square, but Davey will take the mark, and he will go back and line up for his 3rd of the final quarter.
Definitely been a spark in the last quarter. Whalen, even in the first 3 quarters, just didn't get the opportunity coming down. As we said, he's always got 2 or 3 players on him, and in the 3rd quarter, PINT went him a little bit, and discipline stuck by him, and it's so great that he's finished off kicking, going for his 3rd goal.
So getting towards 28 minutes in this last quarter. It's been a bit of a drag, but Whalen wouldn't think so, as he can get goal number 3 in the final quarter, and a good response from him. A pleasing sight to see in a game that hasn't produced many for the Magpies.
Yes, as I was saying, great response from him, and I thought Hubbard's been really good, and I said Fox and Jaden have been good, but obviously Noah Spiteri has been my best on for PINT. Archie Stevens, James Rowe has also been a game winner as well.
Yeah, I've loved the game of James Rowe. He's only kicked the 1 goal, and it won't show heaps on the stat sheet, but you said before, Parksy, Spiteri should definitely owe James Rowe a few beers tonight. He's set up about 4 or 5 of his goals from giving them off, and it's a real feature that you love to see from the top sides, is sharing them around, especially in games like this, and that'll be a really good confidence boost for Noah Spiteri in his first game in PINT colours, as Wharf goes over the top. He might get the ball back here from the drop mark in Barnett. He handballed up to a teammate who was clever to get out of it back to Donegan, and Mattiazzo will look for it back. Donegan ignores him and goes inside 50, pushed under the ball on a free kick against Dowsett, and it'll be run out here from Jorgensen. They'll continue to go. He gets a give and go from Schwarzberg, goes forward, and the siren sounds here at DXT Arena, and that is all she wrote, as we might see a little bit of humour here at the end. A torpedo that was never going to make the trip, but it won't matter, as PINT running out 97-point winners here at DXC Arena, Barksy.
Yes, disappointing. Palmerston got plenty to work on. As I said, Whalen was great to kick 3 in the last, and Hamid. And I thought Fox and Jaden Davey were good for Palmerston. And Pints, obviously Noah Spiteri, James Rowe, sensational, just set up a heap. Archie Stevens, also pretty consistent. But they had a few good players, Pints, across the ground.
Yeah, they did. Your goal scorers quickly before we finish off. Thomas Schott, Archie Stevens, Connor McDonald, Benjamin Smythe, Jai Barry, Jed Griffin, Luke McConnell, James Rowe, all with 1 goal each. Kyle Waitman kicked the 2. Thomas Schwarzenberg kicked 2. And Noah Spiteri with a massive bag of 8. And for Palmerston, was pretty lean after the first quarter. Harry Bremner with a goal. Naif Hamad, Nathan Dowsett, all with singles in that first term. And Waylon Davey kicked 3 goals in the final quarter. But it was a 97-point win for Pine as they march on in season 25 and 26, and Palmerston continue to go back to the drawing board, and they search for their first win since round 3 last year. But that's all from us here at DXC Arena. You've been listening to Lockie Humphrey and Chris Barks on NTFL football. Glad to have you, and stick around for the Women's Premier League game following this. Cheers.